Hi, I'm Glenn Simpson, and I've collected comics for over 40 years, and I'm showing off my collection one box at a time. Today we're looking at box number 23. We're going to finish up, get caught up on Batman to the modern day, and then we're going to get into some Batman and this, Batman and that. I'm so glad you're here. Please like, subscribe, comment, let me know how it's going. If there's anything inside of a pack that you want to see, I'll be happy to make a video just for that. And let's go. All right, lights are down, contrast is up. Let's see how we do. So we're picking up where we left off with Rebirth Batman number 57 here to hunt the beast. Still doing some Tom King Batman stuff here. I'm going to skip to Batman 60. Penguin teaming up with Batman, which is, as of this recording, also happening over in Detective Comics in the most recent issues. So we're getting to see Penguin actually somewhat being a badass in both cases. So that is Batman 60. Oops. We go to issue 61, part of the Nightmares arc here, which this cover tells us nothing about, so read up on that. And then we continue into 66, Maelstrom of the Mind. You know, Tom King likes to do this whole psychological thing, and we got all the bad guys right there, all the majors on the cover with Batman on 66. Got number 67, Batman of Rebirth Batman. Make sure you stay in focus. Lee Weeks cover right there. Batman chasing, looks like probably Commissioner Gordon, I don't know. But that's Batman 67. Ooh. Is that Finch? Yeah, Finch. Yeah, Batman 72, badass cover right there. If you're looking for something for your wall, consider Batman 72. Batman 73, so this storyline somehow brings in the Flashpoint Batman, which is the Batman of an alternate timeline where Thomas Wayne is the one who survives the shooting, and he becomes Batman, a different kind of Batman, and he is trying to convince his son from this dimension to stop being Batman, and doing it in a really mean way. So Batman 73. Jump to the City of Bane storyline. Speaks for itself, right? So we got that rematch going on. Got 77, which apparently teams up Gotham Girl and Flashpoint Batman, and I seem to have put a note on here at some point that the death of Alfred is in this issue, so there you go. Tony Daniel doing covers there. Go to issue number 80 with JR doing the cover on that. Batman and Catwoman teaming up against Bane to take the city back. Got Batman 81. Continuing the City of Bane. Bane! Right there. Wow, I forgot how long City of Bane went. City of Bane in Batman 84. The battle for the soul of Gotham. Right there. With the two Batmen going at each other. And, oops. 85, City of Bane. Is it over? Is it over? It's the extra-sized epic finale. I hope so. So, taking out Mr. Bane there. I like that Catwoman suit. I mean, Batgirl suit, rather. Anyway. And go to Batman 88. Batman, Deathstroke, Cheshire, Ra's al Ghul. What more could you ask for? Rah. Got 89, which is apparently the first cameo of Punchline. I guess I must have decided. Sometimes I get on I start doing things and then I just kind of forget and stop doing them. So you won't see many of those because I don't think I've done that much. But marking what the big deal is. But we've got the first appearance of Punchline in Batman 89, cameo appearance that is. We've got 90, Batman 90. I guess we're getting into the whole wedding of Batman and Catwoman and stalling and that kind of thing. Will they get married? Won't they get married? In 94, the relationship is shattered. Because the Dark Knight's got to prepare for war. What's he gonna do? What are they gonna? Will they? Won't they? They won't. Not right now, anyway. Nice big chunky pack. 95 with Batman. The Joker War Part 1. Joker takes away all of Batman's stuff, his money, so he can't use it for his ongoing war on crime. And then we get this Batman 100 cover. Clearly, as you can imagine, there's another cover. I think that, I can't remember if that's, no, it's not because there's a spine on it. So somewhere out there is another cover that, is the other part of this. But this is the cover I have, which is Batman, for this Batman 100. Let's see. Batman 101. It's a new day after the Joker War. Batman looking over his city. People in comics are very obsessed with their particular city. Ever notice that? Batman, Clownhunter. What's his name? They're duking it out. What's that guy's name? It'll come to me. Ghostmaker. He sees on a cover that's off camera at the moment. 106, kind of that month that everything reset a little bit and all the storylines started over. Robin in his little I'm a Junior Ninja outfit right there in Batman 106. Batman 110, see? Ghostmaker. Fighting the Peacekeeper, I think PK? Peacekeeper 2, coming out of the Future State storyline, which was kind of supposed to be a future, literally, thing, but then they kind of pulled it back and said, oh no, it's happening now. So, 110 of Batman. We got 111, Batman, Miracle Molly. Everybody thought that she was going to be a big deal. So far, not so much. Ghostmaker back up in there. Got 116. Fear State, not Future State, Fear State. So yeah, addressing that whole, getting all tied up in what they talked about in Future State and preventing it from happening or whatever. Got Batman and all his current cronies right there. Is that a... Wait. It is. Cool. You buy things month to month. You don't take a second to smell the roses and line up the connecting covers. So there we go. Batman 117. All the bad guys. Scarecrow. Those dudes. 120. Batman, Rebirth Batman, as we would still say, even though it hasn't been Rebirth for a while. Right there. I don't remember if we're in one more day. We're not in one more day yet, but all these vibes, marketing vibes. Got Batman 121 with Bald Batman. Bald Batman. Bald Man. And then 124, Matt Wagner. I believe. Where's that Jenin? No, I was wrong in both cases. Where is it? I don't know. Anyway, cool Batman cover right there was an Ivy backup story. The night is darkest before the dawn. Is it though? Is it really? Alright, beginning. This Chip Zdarsky, Batman. Somewhere in here is the story where Batman falls from space and covers his face with his trunks. It's a thing. It was scandalous at the time. So Batman 125, some Robin action there. 128, some more Chip Zdarsky, Batman. Zur-In-R Year 1 going on in the background. We're getting the advent of Failsafe. Batman has built a robot to take himself down if he ever goes bad, or if he ever kills somebody, and the robot thinks that he killed somebody even though he didn't. And so now that robot is trying to take down Batman. So can Batman stop the robot that Batman built? Right there, 129. 132. Wow. Catwoman cover there. Looking good there, Catwoman. 132. You ever think about how old Bruce must be? And Selina is roughly his age, so she's like in her late 30s, early 40s. Batman 133. Ghost of Alfred. Effing around with Batman right there. Dawn of DC. Batman 136. Batman and Catwoman hanging out. Sitting on a gargoyle instead of in a tree, as they say. Get to the Gotham War. Catwoman trying to train petty criminals to do high-end crimes so they won't do as many of them, and so that they'll only target the ultra-rich. And that is seen as a better alternative. But Batman's like, no, crime is crime. So we get into this little kind of petty war between the two sides that just can't agree on which is the better way to go. 137, 140, classic Batman, Joker going at it here, and 140. Batman 141, Zdarsky bringing back Zur-In-R right there. Zur-In-R is that personality is going to get into the Failsafe robot, so two great tastes that taste great together. 146, just everybody's dead. No, they're probably not really dead, but they look dead right here. Dark prisons. Batman, still no money, by the way. And going up against Waller right there. Still living in a brownstone, doing his thing. We get to the absolute power tie-in. All the heroes have been deprived of their superpowers, and they're all out after Amanda Waller to get them back. There. Let's see, we got 151. Batman and Catwoman going up against a cyborg Bizarro. Another two great tastes that taste great together. Right there. I'll try to quit saying that. 154, beginning this long storyline with Batman going up against the secret society that tries to take over Gotham. Commander Starr, who has a secret of who he is. Batman, Riddler, Court of Owls. Riddler in the Court of Owls, working for the Court of Owls, or vice versa. Going up against Batman there. And we're, I think got issue 2 in another box, but we reach 158, which is the start of Hush 2, the sequel to the original Hush storyline. Seems to be going all right. Doesn't seem to be paying that much attention to anything that has happened in Batman comics since the Hush storyline, but whatever. All right, then we get some Batman annuals for the Rebirth Batman. Make sure you're focused. This one tells us nothing, but it's got a cool bench cover right there. Go, autofocus, go. And Batman 4, Annual 4, right there. Nifty cover. Go to Batman 5, Batman dealing with Clownhunter, kid whose parents are killed by the Joker, gets a bat and just goes to whacking on Joker hirelings or anybody associated with the Joker. And that's it for that. Trust me, there's a great book on the other side of that. I'll fix that later. Alright, we are officially into the Batman Space A's, as it were. Not the original, don't get excited. Dollar Comics reprint, Batgirl or Batman Adventures number 12, the first comics appearance of Harley Quinn in her animated, the animated version of her. So that's a big deal. It's a pricey book. I decided to just get the reprint on that because all the cool kids have it. FOMO is a thing. Batman Allies, Secret Files and Origins. Just kind of a little book with little various stories about various Batman allies. And we get to the first actual series titled Batman and Robin. What did I tell you in the other video? How do you know when it's Dick Grayson? He's got a bat for a buckle. So this is Dick Grayson and Damian teaming up when everybody thinks that Batman's dead, although he's right about he'll be back soon. But got issue 1 there. This is all Grant Morrison, Frank Quitely stuff. Got Batman and Robin 4, Return of the Red Hood. This is when Jason Todd, Grant Morrison sends him way off the rails compared to what anybody else has ever done with him. They were very quick to bring him back to just being the bad boy of the Bat family, as opposed to here where he's just a out and out enemy as the Red Hood. Got issue 5. Oh no, what will they do? They're at gunpoint. Red Hood with red guns. And we jump to issue 12. They're having a spat. Things are not good between old Dickie Boy and Damian. And Bruce Wayne is on his way back. We got issue 13. Damian, unironically, taking a crowbar to the Joker. Right there. Gonna beat him up. Dick saying, "No, you can't do that." Batman and Robin number 20. Just, we're gonna beat you up shot. Right there. 21. Everybody getting struck by lightning or whatever the heck's happening there. And the series ends with issue number 26. Ooh, I hate things going in the eye. Don't look. Things go nuts for Batman and Robin. Then we get to, poof, it's the New 52. So we've got issue 0 of New 52. Peter Tomasi doing Batman and Robin. Now we're back to Bruce being Batman with Robin, with Damian right there. We've got back to issue 1 of that. Tomasi, Gleason, that's a power couple right there. And issue 1, we jump to issue 8, the New 52 right there, running out of a fire. We've got issue 9, the Night of the Owls, sort of multi-series crossover. Robin going up against a Talon there. Number 16, Death of the Family. Joker getting involved, releasing secrets, things people within the Batman family, turning them against each other. Number 17, Nightmare City. Whatever the heck that was, don't remember that one. And then, so Robin dies, and temporarily this series, actually I think maybe for the rest of the run of it, this becomes Batman and somebody else for a few issues each issue. So I just kept it all together. So this one is part of a multi-issue arc, Batman and Two-Face. Usually keep them filed under Batman and Robin though. I don't think I can't remember if the indicia changed, but it is an exception. We take a brief break, alphabetically speaking, numerically speaking, to throw in the 23.1s, the point ones, which were these highly plastic, cool 3D covers. There were 4 of them, retelling the origins of various villains and whatnot. So there's those. And we jump back into normal numbering, Batman and Two-Face. Number 25. Number 32, The Hunt for Robin. Ra's al Ghul is going to resurrect his grandson in the Lazarus Pit. There. We've got Batman 33. Robin rises, so I think Damian is back at this point, but there are still issues. Batman's got the whole Justice League holding him back. Little variant cover. This was that month that all of the DC covers had a variant that resembled a movie poster. So got the Harry Potter motif on this Batman and Robin, which was actually the final issue of that series. The number is on there somewhere, very tiny. There. Got a couple of annuals. Batman and Robin Annual 1. Little Damian. He's little Batman. And that goes through issue 3. We actually got Tim Drake coming in. He is a Robin, so it's still Batman and Robin. There. Then we get to the more recent Batman and Robin series, written by Williamson. And so we got a beauty shot of our heroes right there. Go through issue 4. It's a very weird cover. Like, why is your mouth open, Damian? Shut your mouth. You're in a gross place. You don't want to have your mouth just hanging open. But caged like animals. Issue 5. Oh yeah, Bruce makes Damian go to high school. So be like a normal boy, and hilarity ensues. And then we jump to issue 12. There is let's say Bane. Oh yeah, Bane. He can take him. Right? Robin versus Bane, no problem. 12 there. Oh yeah, this was the one where they're on what is that island? There's an island at DC. You know, Marvel has a Savage Land. DC has an island that is nothing but Dinosaur Island. Actually, that should be the name of it. That would be the name of it. And Bane's been hiding out on Dinosaur Island, and it's like, look, dudes, I'm not doing anything here. I'm just living. Man, why are you coming after me? Then we get to, hey, we're in All In as of this recording. For those of you that are watching it fairly recently, now we're getting caught up on that. So we've got team going at it. And this Memento storyline. Focus for you. Got Batman and Robin against this crazy demonic villain killer called Memento. And the latest, autofocus, go. The latest issue I have on that is issue 20. And we've got, for that series, we've got one annual right there. Will they be hunters or will they be hunted? Batman and Robin in the jungle. Let's see. Sorry. Get my place where I'm putting them fixed. Okay. Then we go to the Batman and Robin Eternal weekly series from, around 2012, something like that. Had Batman and his crew having a particular weekly adventure. Got the old team, the new team. This is during the point when Dick Grayson's identity had been revealed to the world, so he became a spy, and the spy agency made everybody forget who Dick Grayson was altogether, which of course made it convenient when he decided to come back. And then that continued with issue 8 right there. She's a bad lady. Don't remember her name. Alright. And of course that series pulls in Bane, Red Hood. This is probably another one of those like Hush, where it's like if somebody just doesn't know any of the characters, you should tell them to go read Batman and Robin Eternal, and just to get a overall, taste of all the characters, even though some of them are not. Some of them are the new 52 versions. Issue 9, number 16. Batman and Robin Eternal going up against the Scarecrow. Got quite a few people working on this. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. When it's a big anniversary issue, that's a good thing. When it's just a regular comic book, probably not a good thing. Batman and Robin Eternal 17. David Finch, Beauty Shot. There. Batman and Robin Eternal, number 20. Paul Pelletier, I guess. It would be French. Cool shot. This series also, had the whole original Batwoman, Kathy Cain. Not Kate Cain, the new Batwoman, and she's running a school for girl spies, and they all dress like original, and they're red and yellow of original Batwoman and things like that. So a little bit of a throwback to old continuity, pre-crisis continuity. Got Batman and Robin Eternal. Number 21, kind of reintroducing Cassandra Cain as the Orphan. And number 26, final issue, Batman and Robin Eternal. Got the Robins, which was sort of like a gang who called themselves the Robins. And some more Dick Grayson as spy guy there. Let's see, go to Alphabetically speaking, Batman and Robin, Future's End, rather, with plastic holographic. Okay, there you go. Woo, magic. Let's see. Got Batman and Robin, the movie adaptation, right there with Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Batgirl. Get to the first 6 issues of Batman and Robin Year 1, the current series that's out. Restating what the first few adventures were for Batman and Robin. Dick Grayson. Issue 1 right there. And issue 6 right there. You can't go wrong with Mark Waid and Chris Samney. Good stuff. And we go to Batman and Superman. So there's an and, so it goes in the ands. World's Finest. This was a series from somewhere after the Crisis. I remember it being in the 90s. And each issue is an appearance, a team up of Superman and Batman. With each one takes place a year after the previous. And so each one kind of has, in some cases, reflects what was going on, how they kind of reevaluated the timeline, what is going on in each character's life during each year of the timeline. And I think it's 8 issues, so they're assuming that the whole DCU has only been around for 8 years or something like that. We'll look at that again when we get to the next pack. But this is the issue 1, which is first year. We've got issue 5, must be 10. Must be 10 issues. Issue 10, Batman trying to stop Catwoman, or Superman trying to stop Catwoman. Batman's like, huh? Got Batman and Superman World's Finest, number 6. So the two of them going up against, I don't know if this is the first Batmite Mixelplick, but it's certainly the first or second team up of those two. There. And we get caught up with the 10th year of the two being buds, being pals. Alright, then we go to our classic Batman and the Outsiders. Batman leaves the Justice League because the Justice League is getting all political and forms his own team to do what Batman thinks he ought to do. And Wonder Woman looks so sad. Right there. And that's issue 1. Issue 5 is part of a crossover with New Teen Titans. If I remember correctly, so this one is penciled by George Perez and inked by Jim Aparo. The other half is in the New Teen Titans issue, and that cover is penciled by Jim Aparo and inked by George Perez. Something like that. So, Kid Flash just running through this mud-based monster. Let's see. We've got Batman and the Outsiders. Focus. 6. Battling the Cryonic Man. We'll never see him again. Let's see. Doing the Batman and the Outsiders versus the Masters of Disaster. There's a cool comic book super team, villain team name with New Wave, and Shakedown, and Cold Snap, and Heat Wave, and Windfall. Yeah, I remember their names. That's why you're here, because That's the kind of knowledge I got. Alright, let's get that up. And got the two teams going up against each other to rescue Black Lightning. I think they were hired by somebody that was one of his former foes. We've got the origin of Katana. Here, starting in issue 11, Batman and the Outsiders. And then we've got the Outsiders at the 1984 Summer Olympics. Just saying, if you're wondering what getting your referencing your time frame, versus an actual serious version of Maxie Zeus as a villain. He kind of has been used as comic relief in a couple of things, but you know, he really was a bad, serious bad guy there. And he has his whole team based on somewhat relatively obscure Greek gods and demigods and whatnot. So he is winning. Of course, yes, the story involves his team versus the Outsiders competing in Olympic events. Yes, that's what you got to do. Then we get to 17. We've got a very Metamorpho focused arc in Batman and the Outsiders. I was distracted by all these. You got the bat down here, you got the lightning, I guess that's a sword, things like that, referencing the characters. We got last pack, we got Batman and the Outsiders 18, more Metamorpho origin-y stuff, background stuff, and then get to 20, which is The Truth About Halo Part 2, where we start to find out where she came from and what is the nature. And we got Cyanide. There was a male Cyanide who had fought Black Lightning back in his original series, so now it's a girl and taking out Halo. So there you go. That's that box. All right, that was box number 23. Next time we're doing box 24. It will be a couple more Batman ands. We'll get into Batman Beyond and some Batman Confidential, that kind of thing. So thanks very much for being here. I hope you'll come back, watch the next video. Thanks very much. Have a great day.